What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. Here we see Canadian official expects police to take appropriate action as truck convoy blocks the U.S.-Canada border crossing. And we've been covering this for a while now, but here we see at least 100 truckers are blocking the Canadian border between Alberta and Montana for a third day in protest of these mandates. And here's a video showing you all the truckers involved. Okay, so it's no small thing, right? And we see that the premier called for an end to the blockade, saying in a statement, Canadians have a democratic right to engage in lawful protests. I urge those involved in this truck convoy protest to do so as safely as possible and not to create road hazards that could lead to accidents or unsafe conditions for other drivers. And folks, like in my video yesterday, I was speaking on this. And I said, this could have all been avoided if people were willing to take this kind of stance when they're forced to lock down earlier. Instead, we accepted it. Now, this is happening now, and it's causing damage not only to trucks that need to deliver goods back and forth, but also to these truckers. Like I said, they have the right to protest peacefully. But if we had just done this early on and not accepted these tyrannical mandates, we wouldn't be here today. And our economy, well, I mean, there's much discussion about that our economy was already in crisis mode before the pandemic, but at least everything wouldn't have been shut down, and there's a lot of things that probably may have not occurred had we as a society put our foot down and not allowed for these tyrannical mandates to take place. And here, the Premier of Alberta wants for this to end, right? Here is the truckers deciding to stay and continue the convoy, trucker convoy. And here they report that there are some negotiations that they would open a lane, one way northbound and the other southbound, I believe, so that some traffic can go. At least that's what the negotiations were between these truckers and some other individuals. And here, it's interesting that now their prime minister has tested positive. What a crucial time, right? He went into hiding. And now, because of, the quarantine requirements, he's going to be gone for 14 days. So, it's very interesting timing, to say the least. And folks, I'm telling you, we got to keep an eye on this. And especially, there's a lot of talk about another ice/snowstorm hitting the Northeast, and also possibly like Texas area around there. And we know what happened last year around February when there was that massive ice storm near northern Texas and Oklahoma in that area. People lost their power. So, lest we forget that we're still in wintertime, let's prepare one step at a time, right? One step at a time. Because these things are serious, the crises are ominous, and they're going to increase. This is just the beginning. So I hope that this information has proved valuable to you. Keep an eye out on this. I'll keep reporting on it. This is the Digital World Podcast. Like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends and family to keep an eye on this, because this is very interesting. I'll see you in the next episode.